it can happen in the life of Muslims that at a certain point intrusive thoughts start to happen. They can be about faith, they can be about fear of hypocrisy, they can be even about the details of worship concerning their validity. A very classic one is wudu, or whether the prayer just done was valid. For many people, these are just thoughts to be brushed off without being analyzed or given attention, and for other people these are pathologized using the categories of OCD from Western psychology. But in our tradition, we have a different way to look at it, which is a much more nuanced way, which makes distinction between this thing, which we called waswasa, or whispers, coming originally from the shaitan, but which then make our lower ego adapt to this way of thinking. And OCD is a different thing, and anxiety is a different thing. There are many more categories. So the good news is also that apart from categorizing, Islamic psychology has proposed many ways to treat these, and these treatments are quite effective. And I would like to introduce you to just 2 out of the 9 principles that we usually use in Islamic psychotherapy, the clinical branch of Islamic psychology, to help people suffering from waswasa. The first principle is that certainty is not nullified by doubt. This is a foundational maxim which comes from qawaid al-fiqh, the basis of fiqh. And the idea here is that if you're certain that you have made wudu or that you have made salah, then your doubt is going to be irrelevant. You do not act on doubt. And in Islam, we have many more words apart from doubt and certainty. There is about 10, 12 that we usually use to show that certainty arrives in degrees and that the higher degree beats the lower degree. The second principle is that we are not our thoughts. And this is very profound spiritual truth, because waswasa are whispers to you, not from you. And so the fact that you are distressed by a blasphemous thought or a sinful urge means that this is not from the true self. This is actually good news, and that's how the Prophet ﷺ used to deal with the Sahaba that suffered from it. And we have a lot of material on it. So these 2 principles alone out of the 9 can inshallah begin to shift the relationship with intrusive thoughts dramatically. And if you want to know more about this, our diploma program dives into all the 9 principles along with the comprehensive and indigenous framework to understand the nature of waswasa. Applications are open. You can find the link in the description below.